This is a work session of the Mayor and Borough Council of the Borough of Seaside Park, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, held on Thursday, December 4th, 2025, advertised for 7 p.m. Pursuant to the provisions of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting was properly provided by transmitting the notice of the meeting for publication in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 3rd, 2025. Notice of the meeting of the governing body also has been posted in the corridor of the municipal building and in the office of the municipal clerk. Roll call.
Councilmember Amabile?
Here.
Councilmember Condos?
She has a work commitment this evening, will not be here, so excuse.
Thank you. Councilmember Connor?
Here.
Councilmember Kraft?
Here.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Here.
Council President Wilk?
Here.
Mayor Peterson?
Here.
Thank you.
The item for discussion on the works session came about with some conversations of the committee, beach committee in particular, and they raised an issue as to the dates, timeframes, in the current beach buggy permit ordinance, and they wanted to have on the table discussion as to changing the dates for permits from the calendar year to the dates that are actually permitted in the ordinance. And the added caveat in any ordinance would be it's subject to whatever we might do in our beach management plan, which is mandated by the state. And that beach management plan in turn has a provision in it that if there's any emergent actions required as a result of endangered species, even that sometimes has to be changed in terms of what vehicles, if any, what ATVs, what beach cleanup, etc. So all of that is, at present, it's in our ordinance, but the timeframes, and maybe I can turn it over to Joe. Karen might have some more background on that meeting and what we want to ask to be researched further or look into for the changes. I don't know if that's
you want to
putting everyone on this.
Well, and you're right. I mean, when you look at the, we were just trying to clean it up and make it to what it should be. So that's why we suggested that we go with the, go from 10-1 to 5-15, like it says in the ordinance, but then we could put something in there that says except for times where there's the beach management part of it.
That access may be restricted between March 14th and May 14th because of our beach management plan.
Yeah.
Endangered species.
So currently, I'm not, so we can all focus in on what's the time frame in the current ordinance versus what's contemplated or proposed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not totally clear. If you buy a permit now, you buy it January and it's good for that calendar year?
Correct.
Right. And the proposed change is what time period?
It's just to make it a season. So people won't lose any time. So right now, if you buy a permit in January, you can go on the beach between now and May 14th. Right. And then you can't again until October 1st, and then you can until December 31st.
Right.
So
that's staying that way.
Correct.
Yes.
And so a new permit, if it just changed it to a season permit, it would just be good from October 1 to May 14th. The only time you can be on the beach anyway.
That you're allowed per the ordinance.
So you contemplate selling them, for example, like September or August? When would they go on for the next season? Then starts October 1? Is that what?
Correct.
Yeah, that's something along those lines.
Yeah.
They could go on sale anytime, but people couldn't use
They
them.
can't use them till then. They can get
Right,
one.
they could
Yes.
get one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you could have it available. Right?
It's available, and we have like 250 we get every year, right?
Yeah,
250.
and I'm not sure, I've tried to do some research on that number, I'm not sure why, I don't know. In the ordinance, it references a resolution, a number set by resolution. I wasn't able to find a resolution, I don't know, there may or may not be one, but that, if there is one, that would have to be changed too. The number of, we could sell way more than 250.
Yeah.
And I believe another portion of the recommendation would be to consider a higher fee, but would still be considerably lower than other fees that are charged by other towns or the state And there's a lot of controversy, I guess everybody's been reading what's going on at Island Beach State Park.
Right.
I think they're sold out.
Down there, and they're sold out. Now, their permits are good for the year,
Yeah,
okay, and obviously ours aren't. But, our permit fees have been in existence since 2010, so it's been 15 years since we've done anything with increasing the permit fee. I think that definitely is something that bodes us to do to increase that fee.
I don't think $50 is reasonable.
I think
saw 90, but
90.
90 is way too high.
Bill, I'm with you, 90, we just, was a note, these are from our meeting
Okay.
notes, and even past texts, and we're going back and forth. I'm saying, let's just make it 100, let's make it 100, that's fair, over 15 years, I'm sure we would be there at 100 if we were raising it. Anyway, I'm taking a look at it, and maybe make it so that, 20 years from now, if we want to raise it again or something, you know how we do the range of Steve, we do the range where, like we've done for other fees,
Then set by resolution.
set by, where we
Sure,
can go,
We've done that.
we can make it
You
like,
can do that.
100 to
Make a range
300,
And then
make
have
a
a
range.
resolution adopted to establish the fee if you want to change it.
Right, so that way we don't have to go
Change your,
change it the whole
change
thing
the
again,
ordinance.
like 5 or 6,
Exactly.
whenever we want to try to do it. Yeah.
Isn't it confusing to have it run from half the year and into the next year? Isn't it better just to have it for the whole year?
Well, they can only use it for that period of time.
Yeah, the period of time, yes.
So I think it's more confusing when people have to buy 2 permits to want to use our beach for a season. A season going from October 1 to May 14th.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that.
You see, yeah,
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
and pretty much everybody's been akin to doing it this way at
Yeah,
Nottingham, so,
that's fine, that's good, actually. yeah.
So I think,
I'm sorry.
no, I just think it'd be appropriate if we did that as a date, and then we did $100 and put it in as a range of 100 to 300 or whatever, for the permits, and just keep it those dates.
I think we should also look at, I know a lot of research was going through the committee, Karen, Jen, everybody's looking where we have a 250 cutoff currently?
We only purchase and sell 250 a year.
Yeah, and it may or may not make sense, but what's happened in Island Beach State Park,
Yeah.
there may be a much greater demand for us, so we might consider making sure that's still in place or something reasonable, because people are very, very upset in the area that have
Yes.
had permits in Island Beach State Park for years, if not decades, and they were cut off, they changed the system. So now there's even something being fast-tracked in the legislature now in the lame duck, they're trying to address it, but,
Yes.
yeah, but it can cause extra pressure on us, and then nobody gets to enjoy it if there are too many. But I don't know.
So you're right, I don't know what
I don't know what that
is.
number, I know, that's.
I mean, 250 is obviously too little, because we could sell more,
And we
right?
sold out in November.
In November.
And also, thanks to the chief, we had some increased enforcement on some of those really nice days when the stripers are running.
Yeah,
And a lot of people came running to the code office wanting to buy one because they didn't have one and they were on our beach. And of course, at that point, we were already sold out, so.
There's my segue to my question. There's nothing in this ordinance providing for any kind of fine if you're caught without a permit.
In the proposed or the current one?
I don't see anything in front of me, that's why I'm asking, is
This is the
there?
current one.
Should there be?
I think they're
it's a good question.
been enforced, like in the good order, that's like a disorderly.
Yeah, I believe it references another spot of the code.
Yeah, there's another ordinance.
You talking about vehicles on the beach?
There's nothing in front of me, that's what I'm asking.
And
The
this
use
is
of
what-
motor vehicles on the beach has a violation provision.
This is just
It's
part of that.
general-
No, I'm just asking,
Oh, in front of us.
no, I'm just saying, I don't see anything in front of me
Oh, so
here.
there is.
Yeah,
So you-
in our municipal code, there is a violation, it goes back to the general penalty provision.
Okay,
So they can get a summons.
Not a specific, yeah, to get a summons, it's part of the general penalties.
okay, thank you.
I think which is 100 to 15, maybe.
1,500?
I have to look at the general penalty, but there is it's in section 135.
Very good, thank you.
So how do we want to refer this for Steve to put this together in terms of keeping the limit in there as well? Or is that's not in there, but it has been in place for many years?
But
It just says the limit is set by the governing body.
Yeah.
but it
there's no
doesn't give
limit
a
in
number.
here
The maximum number of permits shall be established by resolution,
by resolution, there is no number.
So
There's no-
you
yeah.
establish the amount as
So it's
well
a-
as the number.
and the amount right now is 50.
There's a resolution, the most recent?
No, there's no.
Oh, yeah.
No, the amount of cost is
Our
50.
administrator is saying there is no resolution limiting the number.
That's correct.
Not that I can find.
Do you want it?
We've done,
We don't
it's
need a
been in
resolution.
effect for a long time, 250, way back in history, it's never changed, but.
Can we put that right in here instead of doing another resolution?
Well, has
You'd
it
have to
ever
do a
been
resolution
observed
according to
that
the
there's
ordinance.
too many vehicles on the beach?
It could come to that if Island Beaches stays like this, and a lot of locals were shut out of the process.
Can we put it in there, the discretion of the police to limit the number at one time?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
on a
it's-
given day? I mean?
The maximum number of permits shall be established by resolution by the Seaside Park governing body. That's ours. That's our code. That's our ordinance. So we have to, the mayor and council, the governing body, has to establish the maximum number of permits.
So we could-
By resolution.
We could go ahead and have this ordinance prepared for the next, not the December.
Well, amend the ordinance, you mean.
And do the ordinance,
Do
keep that
$100,
provision about the
$100.
resolution.
Keep it in there and
And
then
then we
decide
can-
on a number
it
and
would
do a
give us
resolution.
time.
Not to exceed $100.
Yeah, it would give us
You
time.
want a range on the permit?
Yes. It's
Yeah,
over
what range you want?
100 to 300. 100 to 3.
Okay.
No, you're gonna start at 100.
Start at 100.
No.
Huh?
For a beach buggy permit, $100?
Well, we're going from 50 to,
No, I thought we're at 25.
No,
now.
if
It's
it's,
$50 and it's $50 right now.
it's currently 50.
Yeah, A is $50.
so,
What's the range?
100 to 300? I mean,
Don't lose me.
I'm throwing it out there. I'm hearing crickets.
Well, did the committee have a recommendation?
the beach buggy thing.
If it's 50, what do we
The
try?
committee have a
I
recommendation?
thought it was 100, but I didn't know.
Committee had 90, I
I
We had
didn't-
90, that was our notes. I think it should be at least 100. Okay, now if you want to make it more, that's fine.
What's your gut, right, it's low?
No, I would say it was
Huh?
too high, but 100
Too high.
was,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go over 100 for the resolution, but you can make the range whatever you want. But we
Make the
started
range.
at
We
100.
could do a range of 150 then, 100 to
Or
150?
75 to 300 or something, and just sort of start gently.
So we don't have to change it again?
Yeah, start at 75. and then
I mean, it hasn't been changed in 15 years. So it's been $50 for 15
Do we
years.
have any
So,
other
and I-
beaches that anyone knows to
Island
compare
Beach-
it with?
In Island Beach,
It's Island Beach,
That's about 200.
200.
yeah,
That's for the year.
225.
And do any of the other
Seaside Heights.
towns? I don't think
Oh, yeah.
Seaside Heights allows it.
No. I mean,
Four-wheel
we
vehicles, I think they
Do
do.
they?
we Lavalette,
I
I
think
just
it's
don't know
like-
what
they're like
the,
15
what
bucks.
More research.
when we just research what the other towns are.
Yeah, just see
But
what,
we could still do the ordinance for the range.
yes.
Set it from 75 to 200 or.
Yeah, I mean, if you got Island Beach State Park at 200 for 12 months, we're giving
Yeah, but
6
we
months
only
for
have,
100.
2 miles maybe of beach and they have like 20. It's a big difference.
So, another consideration, if you do choose to change to this season, is that we have now this stub season between January and May 15th that would need to be dealt with. Because the season starts October 1, our
Mhm.
current permits expire at the end of this month. So between January 1 and May 14, what would you like to do? Would it be to sell an abbreviated, less expensive permit? Would it be just to honor the 25 permits to the new season? But there's that stub of the season that would have to be dealt with.
I would say just honor the ones that are there.
I mean, to keep it simple, I mean, that,
Then you'll go into
and the
effect.
management of that and the explaining of that, I think
Just
my opinion is
do
just
it
keep
for the
it,
year.
Especially if you're gonna raise the prices.
just, especially where
Yeah,
it's
and they'll go completely clean in 27.
For October.
So it takes about 2 weeks to get the stickers.
25, 2026.
But also
We
keeping
missed
in
it.
mind is 250 that we sold, and we're sold out in November.
Theoretically. good
And
for next year.
if we're keeping it at 250, that means nobody can buy new ones
I get it.
between now and next October.
Next October.
And like I said, we had a bunch of people running into the code office because they do want to reach all the time without them. It's been a big complaint of people who do have them.
Of course.
And so, we're working on some more enforcement, so we should be able to sell them to them.
So I think we should do maybe raising the amount of the permits.
We only have one more meeting in December, so we have to do it in January.
Yeah.
I mean, without a
When they find out our beach is closed, it's sold out.
Yeah, and even if you sold 500, you're not gonna have 500 vehicles on the beach at one time.
Why don't we, I mean, it's unlawful, you can't have an ordinance, obviously, a carryover. We can't do a first reading, so we do have time. Why don't we
Yeah, there's no
get that, Karen makes a good point, that window of time has to be dealt with somehow. And then the fees, and then what are other towns, if any, what are they charging, all that. And then come up with a game plan so we can introduce.
And also a number of permits. I mean, an
The
actual-
numbers, I think, is consideration too.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you can't do a carryover ordinance anyway, so. Anybody else want to weigh in on this one? Okay. Anything else for the work session from anyone? Hearing nothing from council, I'll go into the audience if there's any comments on the work session item as to beach buggy permits, calendar year fees, anything and everything is fair game. We have a fisherman out there, we have 2, 3. Chuck?
215, Chuck Appleby, 215 10th Avenue. So, I guess Seaside Heights is $15.
Where's that?
$35
Steve
for
was
lot
right.
left. So, the thing about the season, you don't want to add too many stickers, but in Florida, I know they run things from like October to May. So you have it go over the season. You don't have the summer, but the season is actually one permit covers the fall and the spring. Nobody really goes out in the spring anyway.
That's what we're suggesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good.
That's what it's not.
But the cost, maybe since you have the Berkeley Striper Club, maybe they can give a recommendation or something. Reach out to them. I mean, they've been in town all the time, and they fish all over the place, so.
They've been here for years, yeah.
I don't think it's a crazy thing to charge us a lot of money, but it definitely isn't the same as Iowa Beach State Park.
Yeah. Thanks, Chuck. Anything else on this topic? Hearing none, I know there's a need for going into a closed session, executive session, as to contracts, as to potential property, leasing, purchase, etc. That cover the issues, I believe.
Well, the resolution right now says contract negotiation.
Yeah, it is, it's all one big contract, yeah, so. Do we need to read that?
Yes,
We do.
resolution has to be read into the record. Karen, Karen?
Okay, resolution authorizing the Borough Council to meet in executive session, Resolution 2025-372. Whereas the Open Public Meetings Act, Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss contract negotiations, property acquisition, whereas minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be it resolved that the public be excluded from this meeting.
Thank you, John. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Council
Second.
President Wilks, second by Councilmember Kraft. Roll call.
Council President Wilk?
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft?
Yes.
Councilmember Anfield?
Yes.
Councilmember Connor?
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Everybody set? With first order of business, I would entertain a motion from council to close the executive session, and at that time also to close the work session, as we've already entertained business and entertained public comment in the work session.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Council President Wilk,
I'll second it, Mayor.
second by Councilmember Connor. Roll call.
Council President Wilk,
Yes.
Councilmember Connor,
Yes.
Councilmember Anfield,
Yes.
Councilmember Pratt,
Yes.
Councilmember Rotunda,
Yes.
motion approved.